All right, we're gonna jump around here. Well, that's way out of the band. Let's go somewhere where we might be. Okay, we go 1.9. Now I watched the other Kenwood actually tune my loop. We need to turn this down. Okay. Now it shouldn't be able to tune it, but you never know. Okay. I gotta make sure the power's down. It's actually not putting any power out. I got the power at half. There, I've seen a little bit on the meter. It sounds funny. Like, I think maybe one of the motors might be spinning. Okay. We're going to stop with that. And then I'm going to put it back in AM. And I'm going to take it out of auto. And I'm going to put it on the dummy load. That's 50 watts. Okay. The CW. That was tuning with 50 watts, but for some reason, we saw like no power out. Okay, we're going to put it back in auto. And we'll go up to 3900, which my antenna is like resonant at like 3800, so it should be able to tune that. Okay. It's not putting out any power. I see just a little fraction of a few watts. Let me see. So it says pinned on the SWR. It's drawing a little bit of current. Voltage is normal. Antenna tuner, no match. Okay. Let's go down to 3800. We'll try right here first. 38.4. Okay. It's not really putting out power. You have to have transmitting power to tune the tuner. That's how this thing works. And infinite SWR. I see a little movement here and there. So if you sit there and do this with 100 watts, you could easily burn up the radio. Antenna tuner, no match. So we go down to... I might be more resonant around here. Okay. But my other... Let's see. The other thing is, the other radio, the other 440, the one that's in the house, tunes everything. And that's how I know this one's bad. This one, my 940 has diminished receive. It reads like 3 or 4 S units too low. The tuner and everything works on it. No match. Okay, let's go up to 40. So sometimes the relay goes bad, Because what they do is they have a bunch of relays on a board that add inductors into the circuit for certain bands. A common problem on the old 440s was a relay would go bad on the 10 meter where it added a special coil in there. They have like a coil, and it's like a tap coil, but it's controlled by relays. It's kind of the equivalent of a manual tuner. And so it's a T network usually, no match. Imagine an MFJ antenna tuner, a 949 or whatever they are. You've got a coil, and you have taps on the coil, and then you've got two capacitors to adjust. That's all this is. The capacitors are being driven by a motor. The coil taps are being switched by relays, and a small microcontroller is dictating all this, running off of a program, a very basic program from back in the 80s. So we got nothing on that band. 10, I don't think that would work, so we could try real fast just to see what it does. Like I said, I got the 10 meter band to work on the dummy load. Oh, we're on the dummy load right now. It won't tune to a dummy load. That's odd. Let me go back and redo that. Well, after this thing fails. No match. Okay. Okay. We're on 160. Out of the band. Okay. So it should be able to tune a dummy load. There are certain radios that will not tune a dummy load because it's such a good match that it confuses the radio. But this is on the antenna, and I'm going to go ahead and stop it because it's not going to tune it. Well, we'll give it a second. Okay, you see here, infinite SWR, no match. And it just continues going. You have to stop it. Even though it says no match, it doesn't actually stop. 3847. It should be able to match that. My 940 tunes that easy. And it actually tunes it like very quickly. Okay. No match. Okay. We're out of the band. We got to go below. Okay. Now, under the lid here, I think is there might be a thing for adjusting the tuner. I can't remember, or maybe I'm confusing that with an ICOM. Okay. No match. Where are we on now? So we're up to 20. Don't really hear anybody. It made a different noise that time. It's attempting to tune. Oh! Okay. So it tuned 20. That's good. Yeah, when you heard the beep, it meant it was pulling a lot of power. Okay, so 20. And then let's try 17. I saw the meter move. I think it's going to tune 20. Or I mean 17. It's pulling power when it does that. Okay. So, here's what I think. I think it'll work on the next couple of ones, but it's going to take a while. Okay, we got 15. Ooh, that was quick. Okay, so 15's good. 15 is not typically an easy to tune band on my antenna. We go 12 meters. It should tune 12 if it tunes 15. Nope. I don't think it's going to do it. So you got 14 meters and you got 17 and 15. 14 meters. 20 megahertz is 14 20 meters is 14 megahertz. I'm sorry. No match. Okay, so it does 20 meter band, 17 and 15 meter band. That's 14, 18 and 21 megahertz. 2.4, 24.5. I mean, it doesn't work. See, it went to this. This is a glitch. 1.7. We'll tune it in the CW part of the band and see what it does. It's going to tune it. Okay, cool. Now, let's try something. I think if we push these two together. Okay, we're on CB. I just want to see. Okay, let me go to AM. Okay, it's locked. So it's never been used on 11 meters, which is a good thing. Let's take a listen to it on AM. Now what's weird is this CW VBT changes. The noise blanker does work, but it distorts on strong signals like normal. Let's see if we can get rid of that. You hear that? Nope. It's just kind of noisy on AM. Well, that gets rid of a lot of it. You hear that? We got S5 noise. Drops down to 1.5. 2. That's noise blanker 2. Noise blanker 1. That's actually really good. It's gonna get loud here. See, that's the noise biker. We could set it right there and leave it. But it doesn't make much of a doomsday radio if it doesn't transmit here. Dirty Sanchez is calling me. He said. All right. So anyway, we'll try. Let's try. Wow, 29 went to 3.5. That doesn't make sense. You see that? There's something wrong in here. It might be a low battery. Okay, let's go try to tune this. Wait. Okay. It should tune 29 megahertz. It's putting out quite a bit of power. But the SWR is right here. We can see it. It doesn't want to tune it. Okay. It's not going to tune it. It's gonna keep doing that. If you stop it while it's doing that, it should technically probably be at that the 1.5 area. If we key it up right now, you see it's not a flat match, but it's good. It's good enough. This thing will not always do that automatically for you. You can operate it. You can tune it and stop it at any time. So like if you see, for example, it goes to like 3 to 1, and if you just stop it, it'll operate on a 3 to 1 SWR, which is not good. But if you get something like 2, 1.5, or in this case, like I think it's like a little bit under 1.5, you can operate there, but the radio is trying to find a flat match. But in the cases where we were seeing it wouldn't work at all, it was pinned all the way on the SWR, which means that there's a component inside of the board on the tuner that's bad. It's either a relay, a burnt up coil, a burnt up capacitor, something. And I'm sure you can probably find a tuner on eBay. I mean, like I told my friend, I said, you could just buy my radio that has a tuner in it that works just fine. Because I don't want mine anymore. Because especially after using this one today, I don't want mine anymore. And the reason is because I've worked on mine many, many, many times. And when his reads an S7, mine reads an S2 or 3. And I knew that mine was screwed up somewhere on receive. And I tried all those different relays and checked everything. And I've soldered a lot of stuff in that radio. I've had a lot of problems with it. I've spent hours and hours and hours. That's the damn radio that accidentally keyed up while I was working on it and blew up my my oscilloscope's frequency generator. So these are kind of heavy and a pain in the butt to work on. So the thing is, it doesn't have the band stack. I've got lots of radios. I don't have any particular sentimental reason to keep this kind of a radio. And that's why I was telling him, you just buy mine and put the tuner in it, or just buy the tuner from me or whatever. But he's probably not gonna need it or use it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I just wanted to go through the radio and check it out for him and make a video on it and show you guys, So anyway, in the next video we'll go ahead and open it up and look for anything obvious.